Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another exciting episode of This Is Our Life. Okay, where's my hair? Look at that. Anyway, I have to, I don't know, these batteries probably completely dead on these now. We have the base for them, but I don't know about we can't find the wire that plugs into the base, so we can't charge them. Thinking maybe we'll go to Radio Shack and see if they have them. Anyway, so I wanted to talk about my, how do you say, I'm planning on putting most of my gear together, most of my kit, and I'm spending a few hours out in the woods, and there are plenty of woods around here.
Don't catch a skunk while you're out there.
Yeah. No, I'm not doing it yet because I'm not really in a position to do it yet, but
they're friendly.
Yeah.
Well, most more around here.
Yeah, actually,
The big white one, remember?
Yeah, we have a huge skunk that lives around here, and he's friends with a neighbor's cat. And I was walking Lucky at night once, and they're white and they're black. So.
Or got out of the car, I think. Remember that one night?
Yeah, when we drove up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We seen him when we got out of the car.
Yeah, and he's just kind of like, oh, hi, and just keeps walking away.
Waddles away from us, like.
Yeah. Doesn't take off running. He doesn't spray or anything. I was walking Lucky one night, and he was over by this retaining wall, and I must have been a foot or two away from him, and he doesn't spray me. He doesn't even turn around backward.
He doesn't even look at you, huh?
Well, he faced me. But normally, if a skunk is going to spray you, they turn around. And he didn't turn around. He just kind of like raised his butt up, which was letting me know that, hey, that's close enough. And Lucky, of course, wants to be buddies with every critter out there except for other dogs. And with a dog, I don't care how big it is, he thinks he's going to beat it up. Anyway. So.
Beat up one of these days.
Yeah. So, and we have a coyote running around the neighborhood.
Well, supposedly.
Yeah, that sucks. Anyway, so what I was thinking of doing, because, I need to make sure that the kit works, that I have, I'm talking about like the bug out bag. The thing is, I'm planning on doing it at night for a number of reasons. One, let's say I went and did this on the rail trail. There are plenty of people out on the rail trail during the day. Plus you cross roads and backyards and all sorts of stuff. And if somebody sees a guy fully loaded with web gear and AR-15...
Well, we'll call the cops.
Yeah, and it'd be like, uh-oh, I'm in trouble now. And it wouldn't just be one or two cops coming out. There'd be a whole slew of them out there, probably calling a helicopter and everything. So that's one reason I'm going to do it at night. The thing is, I haven't decided exactly where I'm going to do it yet. I have an idea, but I'm not going to say where because I don't want anybody to wind up start looking for me.
Somewhere close to home.
Yeah, it'll be close to home. And I found a new place to consider for doing this. Now the web gear, putting the web gear on, just lifting the web gear, it's not the lightest, but once you get it on your body, it's okay because the weight is all spread out.
He's just getting it up there and on you.
Yeah, no. And I don't, and let's see, I have four magazine pouches. Eight magazine pouches, because the vest has two pouches, 2 of the pouches have 2 magazines, and 2 of the pouches 1 magazine, plus the pouches on the belt, that's 3 magazines each, and then I would carry 1 magazine in the rifle. But for this experiment, I probably won't carry a magazine in the rifle, just for safety and for in case a cop sees me and they realize there's no magazine in the rifle. They'll be safer for me. The thing is, what I'm hoping to do is, what I'm hoping we can do is, my wife can take me to wherever I decide to go, drop me off, which means I have to take my cell phone, and it has to be charged. And then when I'm finished, I can call her and let her know. And if there's an emergency, I can call her and let her know. But this is just an idea right now.
Just hope the cops don't get after you.
Yeah. There's a mountain over here that we started to climb one day, somewhat recently, and we didn't continue with it. It was, I think we got there late.
It's not the easiest thing to climb either.
Yeah, and so, now not the mountain that you can see from the backyard. That one I'm not gonna, because that's like a park, and there are a lot of people there, and I'm not gonna risk that one. But there's another one nearby, closer. And I was thinking maybe I'll do that one. And see, that'll give me the opportunity to see how well I can follow this trail, which now in a true survival situation you want to stay off the trails, because that's where you're going to find trouble. And people are going to be waiting for people on trails to take their food, their water, their ammo, their medicine, their whatever. But you want to stay off the trails. The thing is, for this experiment, I'm going to be on a trail. I'm not going to do the rail trail, because for one thing, the rail trail is relatively flat. That doesn't
test you.
Yeah, it doesn't test me. There's one mountain I'm thinking about. It will definitely test me. And because I'll have to cross at least one creek, that's a test right there. Because that's, although the weight is distributed over the body when you put the web gear on, there's still weight. It's still heavy, and when you move, all that weight moves with you, and it can throw you off.
You might want to get those poles to have.
That would be a really good idea. But they're like, what, $30?
No, I think the one was 20. There was 2 sets that they had.
Yeah.
2 different sets. One was green, one was red. Of course, know which one you want.
Yeah, the green one. My wife wants the red one though. But
well, it depends on how strong they are too.
Yeah. But
I think they were aluminum the way they looked.
But now see, one thing also is I could take off and I just want to make sure I can do this and see what kind of shape I know I'm not in very good shape, but another thing I want to do is I want to fix at least one meal. Okay, let me show you.
You might come home starving.
Yeah, this, I probably should put some more holes in this I don't know if that's really gonna cut it for enough oxygen for the fire, and I need to finish the top as well. But this is for cooking. Put the other cup on top of this, then you put the food in that. And I want to get a pie pan from, say, the Salvation Army store, and
take John out there with you. He'd probably enjoy it.
Yeah.
He'd be up a tree and after the birds.
And get a pie pan from the Salvation Army store and make a lid for the other cup. The other cup's steel. This is aluminum. And You can find plenty of videos here on YouTube on how to do all that. What would I fix to eat? It wouldn't really be a meal. It would be... It's an experiment. That's all it is. It's just an experiment. So it's something I have to think about. We have some MREs that...
You can cook a can of beans up and exploding.
Yeah.
Well, it's the truth.
Yeah, well, for those who didn't see the other video, I'm not sure if the other video was one that didn't upload or not. I knew this guy. He worked at this place that I was at as a kid, and he was in the National Guard, and it was a tank unit, and back then they had C rations, and before C rations there were K rations. But anyway,
K rations, dog food.
Basically, basically what they did is they took the C ration can, didn't open it up, and put it on the engine block of the tank. These were old M60 tanks. And what happened? Boom! Food all over the inside of the turret. Yeah.
Oh, I bet they had a fun time trying to clean that mess up.
Yeah. So, you need to vent it pretty well.
Scalding hot food
Yeah.
everywhere.
So, I'm surprised they weren't hurt by the shrapnel of the can.
Commander cussing like a...
Yeah. So, my bug-out bag is behind this chair over here. Not much in it, but, yeah, we definitely need to work on putting more of our stuff together. We actually have some of our stuff in the storage unit where it shouldn't be, but we had to move everything.
Because of the damn nosies.
Yeah. So,
Don't get me started.
But, you know, I need to know that I can carry this stuff, and I can carry it for some distance over somewhat difficult terrain. It will also help me to figure out what I need and don't need. The thing is, I'd like to do this before we wind up with 15 feet of snow on the ground. And walking anywhere there's water here, and there's always water here, like that creek that I'm talking about, it's going to be frozen. I mean, it's just a brook. I don't think there's enough water in there that's moving for it not to freeze, for it to continue to be thawed.
It'll stay liquid.
It'll stay liquid. It's going to freeze up. Even the Isuelo, the sides of it freeze up quite a distance into the, you know, maybe.
Even the pond, the town pond is kind of
up. Yeah, the town pond already has a thin layer of ice on it.
Probably can't hold more than a squirrel, but...
Yeah. But, you know, I mean, I have to test myself, I have to test my equipment. I would never expect my wife to carry what I'm planning on carrying. Hopefully we can get her a semi-auto 22, you know, and then you can carry a whole lot of ammo for a 22 without it weighing you down.
Hopefully we can steal the town alpaca before we have to go.
Yeah.
Maybe he'll go on a walk with us.
Yeah.
Just put everything on his back.
Yeah.
He'll be looking like, like, what?
And so, you know, I have another video on here of my web gear, but, you know, I'm going to have the full camo thing. I'm going to probably wind up wearing gloves because even now at night if this says 54 degrees, there is no way it's 54 degrees. It's probably colder than that.
Well, you got the wind chill too, honey.
Yeah, I have the wind chill.
I remember that.
Yeah, and I don't know what this mountain over here... I only know about the part we've been on, and it's pretty heavily wooded. I mean, everything's heavily wooded here. There's another place in that direction that I'm thinking about that I haven't been to, which would be an excellent opportunity to train and see how well I can do. But I don't know. We'll see. We'll see.